Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the new Mercedes EQE. This is Mercedes full electric E-Class derivative. Can you call it that? I don't know actually, maybe. Anyways, it's basically a smaller version of the EQS, which I see in July. So I'm a few weeks away from that, but I've got my hands on this, and let's go and take a closer look and I'll tell you what it's about. Right, so the EQE, quite an expensive car. Comes in 4 derivatives. AMG Line is standard. The Premium Plus, which this is, and then the luxury starts at about 76 grand and goes up to about 85 as basic cars. This one is a Premium Plus, is 89,000. 89,000 pounds. It's a lot of money. Now, if you have watched my other videos on the channel, you would know that the best electric car that I've driven prior to this was the Audi e-tron GT. And at this stage of the video, I can say the same thing. The e-tron is still the best car I've driven. Now, let me give you some history on this car since I've had it. It arrived, I topped it up to full charge, so it had 3/4, I think it was. Filled it up, fully charged. 286 miles was what it told me, and the reason why it was only 286, considering on paper it says 356, was because the delivery driver who drove it a bit excitedly. And when you drive an electric car excitedly, you don't get the full range. So the car right now, it tells me I've got a range of 316 miles, but the maximum I can get is 333. I don't know how I get that 333. Probably by regenning and taking my foot the accelerator and all the rest of it, but let's see what happens. So the first day I got it, 286 miles, drove it around for a few days, gave it a top up yesterday, got over 300, got 322 I think it was. And it is down to the driving style. It is down to the driving style where the car's battery memory kind of understands how you're driving and gives you more back. Now, let's talk about the shape of this car. It's a bit weird. Can't deny it looks a bit funky. Looks a bit, well, funky is the wrong word actually. Very weird. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between. The front grille, the detail on that is fantastic. I love the way they've done that. I think they've missed a trick with not giving us a light show in the rear lights when you turn on the car, unlock the car and lock the car, similar to what Audis do. The interior mood lighting is second to none. Wow. It's genius the way they've done it. It's just such a nice cabin to be in at night. It doesn't feel as dynamic when you're driving this compared to the Audi. You know, it's just a relaxing cruising car where you just kind of waft along in 3rd gear, for instance. It drives extremely well, because this one does have the airmatic suspension, so it just swallows every kind of bump in the road. Space wise, the rear, it's not as big as an E-Class. I've had 3 adults in the back and they felt a bit tight. Similar size to a C-Class is what they've said. The boot space is amicable. You can work with that boot space, not a problem at all. I think this car, they could have designed it a little bit better. The infotainment system's taken right out of the S-Class and the C-Class, so we're going to see this everywhere. The new GLC's got this in it as well, so I'm sure the new E-Class that's been spotted testing around Germany, there's a new GLE coming up, will have the same infotainment system. A couple of things I don't like is that this volume control button here, the segment of buttons, looks like it's like stuck on afterwards. It doesn't feel solid. I hate these new seat controls. Do not like them. Like the old ones, you can actually move it rather than it's just a static, you just touch it and it moves. Don't like that. The Hyperscreen, not available in the UK, but launched in Europe with Hyperscreen. Haven't seen a car with it. Maybe at some point we'll see an EQS in the UK with Hyperscreen. But with all the issues around supply and parts, Whether or not we're going to see it, I don't know. But nonetheless, it's a nice enough car for £89,000. I would have liked leather. You've got every other option on this car. You need full leather. Leather you get in the luxury, which is the one above this. Luxury, I believe, includes rear electric seats, so similar to what you see in S-Class, with the executive lounge. High-tech silver, this is called, for this exterior colour. I think it looks pretty damn good. 21-inch wheels, head-up display. What we're missing? We're missing cooling seats and a heated steering wheel. Get that. Bring that into the UK Mercedes as options, because you need that in electric cars when you don't want to use the heaters, because, well, actually in this car you don't actually have to worry about that. The way the battery is on this car, you know, I turn on the aircon, I don't lose anything on like I do in some cars. In some cars, and I've been very vocal about this, is that, let's do it now, I'm going to put the aircon on. I lost 2 miles. That's not bad at all. You know, I've turned it off. It's 2 miles I've lost, which is brilliant. And you know, it's 21 degrees outside today, so it's decent. As I said, I've had this for a week. I've charged it twice because, you know, I wanted to see what more I can get out of it. 322 is what I saw. Brilliant. You know, it gives you that reassurance that you can actually go and drive this without any issues, without having that range anxiety kind of in you. A couple of years ago I drove the EQC, which I didn't film, and you know, the range in that wasn't the greatest. You can see it decreasing very, very quickly. In this, however, you know, it doesn't go, it doesn't decrease as quickly as it should, or as other electric cars have done. So from that perspective, it's brilliant. I still, I haven't driven the EQS, I haven't driven a Porsche Taycan yet, trying to get my hands on one. Audi e-tron GT is still the one, it's still my favourite car. If Audi increased that battery, put in a range of over 300 miles, boom, done. That is it. People are going to order that car left, right, centre. That's it. People look at this and say, shit, what is that? You know, because it does look weird. It looks a bit funky. I said, no, I don't like funky. It just looks weird. It's a weird looking electric car. The lane assist, driver assistance back that it's got on here is pretty damn good. It does do exactly what you expect it to do, but also at night, I unfortunately didn't catch this on camera the other day, but when you're driving along and you're changing lanes and you don't indicate, it literally kills your mood lighting, has red lights coming everywhere, vibrating the steering wheel, and just to say, do you know what, alert, 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 you are drifting on a motorway. So it's very good in that aspect. You know, you do feel safe in the car. I don't know what to say about the car. It's expensive. From a company car driver perspective, it's a very, very good option if you can get it within your car list. First car I've driven with over 300 miles, and on paper 356 this is supposed to be able to do. The standard AMG line entry-level car should do 390. Now, if I can get my hands on a standard one, I will try to, and see what we can get from that, because 322 is pretty good. I'm impressed with that. Not as dynamic, as I said. It's a good car. The battery's improved. Is fantastic to see an improved battery on it, and it is rapid when you put your foot down. 0 to 60 is over 6 seconds, I think it is, but it still felt very quick when I've tested it for obviously for you guys to know about it. But nonetheless, listen, it's a good car. Exactly what you expect out of a Mercedes. You know, the level of the quality in here is like taking them back to the old days. Apart from this little thing here, which is really annoying, the bar where you got the suspension settings and the volume control. Other than that, I do miss the Burmeister. This has got the Burmeister on it. I do miss it from in my car, or not being in my car. With the sunroof, without the sunroof even, does look very, very dark in the cabin. Rear windscreen, rear visibility is awful, especially at night. The sun's shining today, so it hasn't made it look too bad in here, but without the sunroof you'll struggle to make the car feel airy. That's probably why it feels alright in here. So open that back up. But yeah, rear visibility is really poor. On that note, guys, thanks for watching. Next on the channel is another electric car. I've got a couple of electric cars coming up, and a new plug-in hybrid. So keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comment section of this video. Let me know what you think about electric cars. Are they really the future? Let me know what you think, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.